Hello and welcome back to Hercule P. I would still call him HP the first cases. Maybe I should call. I don't know. I still cannot pronounce his name properly. Anyway, we started chapter 5. Last night we saw the last episode. We figured that everyone of the guests may have a reason to kill the Major. And all of them are suspicious. We can't find one. We haven't found the killer yet. We just found that there might be a conspiracy, or whatever it's called, a ploy. That they work together. And also, we saw a dark figure in the snow. In the night. And no, this is morning. A restless sleep combined with an image of the eerie figure in the snow has only convoluted what my little grey cell must consider. I should not have expected this to be a simple case. I've been lied to by at least one of the guests. The alibis all confirm each other, but I know this is not to be true. Okay, I got a new mind map. How the Major was involved with the blackmail eludes me. Oh yeah, there's a blackmail too. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that's the reason. Yeah, that's the reason I'm here. The newly soon-to-be wedded couple got blackmailed by a mysterious secret individual. Yeah. I also haven't played. It's been a long time since I played the big part of the chapter 4. So yeah, we'll just finish chapter 4. Anyway, consider my step. Okay, my is closed. Once I have confirmed whether he was the author or recipient, I can consider my next step in my investigation. Okay, we need to know who the blackmailer is. Okay. Gideon paid it off with this is the first blackmail letter. This appears to be the first letter Angela received. Gideon paid it off with nobody in the house able to pay the ransom. Gideon did the honorable thing as a fiancé of Angeline. I guess I need to talk to her, him, and him. The blackmailer, we must find whether he was the citizen's ransom value. The writer was demanding 5,000 francs. Whether he received it or was yet to send is still unknown. Okay, this. Okay. I guess I have to talk to Archibald. Could you help me, sir?
Good morning, Detective. You slept well?
Oh, I forgot about your accent.
I'm afraid I did not. I was hoping for at least a moment of pleasant slumber, but alas, it was not to be.
He didn't sleep well.
Finding the Major's killer is the only thing that will put my mind at ease.
In that case, Detective, what can I do to help?
Did you kill him? While watching the snowfall last night, I swear I saw a silhouette of a figure standing in the garden.
In that snow? If someone was out there, we'd have another body on our hands.
I realize how strange it sounds. I would not believe it myself if I had not seen it with my own eyes.
Staff have reported seeing things in the dark before, but it always just turns out to be shadows. It was likely just your mind playing tricks.
Why are you pushing? I don't like that you could be like trying to be nice to me, or you are hiding something. I don't like it when you I did not see Mademoiselle Elizabeth last night.
I'm afraid our Lizzie is not well. I think the events of yesterday were too much for her. We'll have to just make do without her this morning.
Oh. Oh no, don't tell me she's dead. No, I don't want her to be killed, because then it would be confusing this case even more.
As Wordsworth once stated, rest and be thankful. Perhaps a chance of peace and relaxation will work wonders.
Yeah. I'd like to also speak with Madame von de Bosch at her earliest convenience.
She is currently eating breakfast alone in the dining room. It's how she prefers it. But if you wish to speak with her now...
It's important to speak with her, but perhaps it's better to allow her to finish. I do not wish to upset her before I have asked my questions. Even before I have even asked my first question, I could perhaps investigate the garden for any evidence of the figure last night. Would you permit me access to the house telephone?
I would, but I'm afraid I found this morning that the telephone lines aren't working. The snow continued through the night and must have damaged them.
Thank you, Weather.
Even if we could use the telephone, I don't think anyone would be able to reach us.
In that case, it will be up to myself alone to solve the case.
I'll let you know if anything changes. But until some of the snow clears, enough for the carriages to arrive, we are snowed in.
Although I'm not able to call upon or leave the house to find help from local authorities, I also means no other guests are able to leave. Good point. I'll have into the snow clears to find not only Mr. Angeline Blackbeard, but also the Major's killer, the Major's body.
Taken care of. Master Dramir and his brother, after sobering up, helped me move him into the cellar. Best place for the time being.
Oh, don't let him rot in the cellar.
Très bien. I imagine there is no reason for anyone to go down there.
Besides me, no one. Once this snow clears, we will be able to move him from the house.
I hope he doesn't rot
Your
on there.
assistance has been most valuable as always.
I also hope it doesn't wake up and becomes a zombie. But this is not that type of game. Oh, small grey thing. Okay, I need to talk to Cassandra, but I can't because she is eating. Demir's brother moved. Okay, they moved. He and his brother moved the body. I need to get to the garden. Okay, how do I get to the garden? Oh, hello. Let's talk to you for... Hello, good morning. How are you?
Good morning,
I don't know what-
Detective. I hope you were comfortable last night.
I don't know what accent that was. I just happy to see you.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. The room was more than pleasant, merci. I'm afraid my mind was not in a state to enjoy it to its full potential, though.
I can't imagine
Okay,
any of
Gideon.
us slept soundly last night.
Hopefully, guilt will be weighing heavily on someone's shoulders this morning.
Perhaps more than one
I'm
set.
sorry if I was not much help last night, Detective.
Oh no, you were full of help.
On the contrary, your inside knowledge of the guests was of great help to my investigation. But there are many more questions that require answers.
What were you feeling towards the major position in the house?
His position? You mean about him living here?
Yeah?
Oui, even in a house this size, you must see a lot of each other.
I enjoyed having him here. When I was away with Gideon, it was comforting to know Maman was not alone. Although his work with Mr. Da Silva has kept him away from the house of late.
What can you tell me about their relationship, working or otherwise?
There is not much to tell, only that there is no love lost between them.
Oh. Do you know what the business entailed?
He was always quite private about his work. I know that he was helping Mr. Da Silva with some safety matters.
Probably against the factory workers. I remember that that the Silva had factory workers, and Hugo was, I think he's the head of a union. So they're like butting heads in that way.
I found a check addressed to the Major from Monsieur Da Silva. It noted security consulting.
Ah, that's right, security. With his military training, he helped Mr. Da Silva prepare for any trouble with the strikes.
Bingo. Although the mage's death has taken precedence, there has been a development in the blackmail case.
A development? Oh, detective, I knew I could count on you.
It may not be the news you had wished for, though. Another letter has been found.
Addressed to me? I don't know how much more I can take of this.
Pardonnez-moi, mademoiselle. Although it has been written in the same manner, using similar phraseology, it was not sent for your eyes, rather the Major's. Or at least that is how it seems.
Which is quite odd.
I'm sorry, detective, I don't understand. It is addressed to him or not?
I found it in the Major's study yesterday while conducting my preliminary search. Whether he is the author of the letter or the recipient, I am still yet to discover.
Could the Major have been behind the blackmail?
Heavens no. He could not do that.
Oh. This poor girl gonna get her world turned upside down. I can just feel it. Her whole worldview will crumble.
You did not hesitate for a moment.
Why would he do such a thing? And then to send a letter to himself? It
Confusion?
just doesn't make sense.
Confusion. That's one of the oldest trick in the book. If you're doing a crime and don't want to be caught, cause confusion.
Merci for your time, mademoiselle. You are to a detective what an umbrella is to a traveler on a wet day.
Also, do not follow my rule. Don't do crime. Don't follow my advice.
Useful?
Yes, you are. Because you see things I don't see. Because I don't have your... Hercule doesn't have your feminine perspective.
Exactement.
But I do. Let's see, we have more in the grey cell area. Oh, we can connect something. The dispute the Major being the blackmail. He doesn't believe the Major is behind the blackmail. He seemed good in him. Knew the Major well. Okay, they two go together. She doesn't think he's a blackmailer. She also has a good view on him.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
So they're connected. She has a good view. She has a good view on him. Therefore, she doesn't think he's a blackmailer. One cannot be surprised with Angela and Felix Bond. He's been a figure in her life for so long. Let's talk to Gideon. Or Gideon. Last case?
Huh.
It's quite valuable. Okay, we have to look through this. Hello, Gideon. Oh! More people.
Bonjour, Monsieur Demir.
Detective Poirot, how are you?
The truth, monsieur. With each step towards uncovering the blackmailer, I am thrown 2 steps back as to the identity of the Major's killer.
Is there something I can help you with?
Maybe. After investigating the crime scene yesterday, I asked Monsieur Sterling to move the body.
Archibald came to me and asked for my help in the matter. My brother and I dealt with it.
Merci for your help. It is a job that only the professionals should have to undertake.
It's a job that had to be done. Although it may have affected my brother more than I.
Oh shit. I had to talk to him. Check if he's okay.
How so?
At the sight of the body, the color drained from his face. Once we had reached the cellar, Zachariah took himself straight off to bed, without even a good night.
While in the study, I noticed the mage's safe was locked. Would you know who has the access?
Felix and Madame Vandenbosch are the only ones with keys, as far as I'm aware. Oh, and Archibald. I'm sure I heard Felix asking him to return something to it once.
Well, then I could ask Archibald to open the safe. Thank you. I wonder why Mrs. Sterling did not mention this previously. Sometimes people don't... Did we ask about that previously? Because sometimes people don't say things without you asking them directly. Have you spoken with your brother this morning?
I have not seen him since last night. I'm sure he will have been fine after a good night's sleep.
I'm not so sure about that. I imagine the alcohol would have attached as a suffocant sleeping. Oh yeah, he's a drunkard. He's a drunk. Of course, he's alcoholic. I forgot about that one.
He does not need his younger brother checking in on him.
You should check in on him.
Perhaps that is exactly what he requires.
I'm not sure what he told you yesterday, Detective, but he's a big boy. He can look after himself.
Yeah, no, also big boys need a hard gun teddy bear. Sometime.
I worry that may not be the case, monsieur. His time in the war came up in conversation more than once during our conversations.
He's still talking about it? I thought talking to the doctor would have stopped all of that.
He goes to
Merci,
therapy.
monsieur.
Okay. Oh, a new clue. A new connection. What do we have? Zachariah was shocked by the mage's corpse, PTSD. Zachariah has seen more than his fair share during the war, so why would he be so affected by the sight of the mage's corpse? You have no idea how PTSD has that ways. Zachariah, who was therapy side after the war, it is nothing that Sarah should hide. What he must have experienced, I wouldn't wish upon anyone. Gideon claims to get access to the safe. Copy. Okay, he goes to therapy. Okay, these two connected. He has seen a lot of death, and because of that, he goes to therapy.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
But that gives him a reason to not kill. He could have not... If he reacted shocked... If he had killed him, he wouldn't have been shocked. But because he clearly can't handle corpses, or it is because of the war, he actually has a reason to not kill him. I've heard of men returning physically from the war, but their minds remain on the battlefield. Talk to Gideon. Talk to Gideon in advance. Talk to Gideon in advance. Okay, I need to talk to you again. I was thinking about something. Can I please talk to you again?
If it will help you find the Major's killer, of course.
Your brother was seeing a doctor.
When he returned from the war, he was a different man. Everything became about what he had seen.
Oh.
I cannot speak from experience, but I can only imagine the horrors he must have witnessed.
The first weeks he would wake in the night, screaming. I found him one night, cowering behind a desk in the study. When I tried to help him out from beneath it, well, it was the first time I had ever feared for my life.
Oh.
That is not why you two are no longer close?
Yeah, the PTSD attack. And that made him almost starting attacking his own brother, because his body was safe, but his mind was still on the battlefield. He didn't see his brother, he saw probably an enemy soldier in the moment.
And not at all, Detective. We were always very different in nature. While I had always wanted to follow an academic path, Zachariah was more of a free spirit. Or at least as free as our father and the laws would allow.
Maybe that's why he ended up in the military. I feel bad for him.
And yet, he ended up in the military. Quite the contrast.
I think that's... yeah, true. Maybe he was sent to the military to straighten up. Some men are sent to the military to because some men or boys that rebel in the teenager get sent to the military to become disciplined.
Our father demanded that he at least try to do something with his life. And when some of his friends joined the army, he signed up with them.
And also friends encouragement indirectly.
It wasn't long before he moved out from the family home after his return from the army. I always assumed that he had put the war and everything that came with it behind him and was moving on. But now I see that is far from the truth.
Yes, that's why he's drinking so much. His mind is still stuck in the war zone. He's still shooting, seeing people getting shot, and probably shooting them himself in his head. Half of it, while he's also aware. So I guess the only time he is kind of aware of the present time is when he's drunk. Maybe it shuts down the... I don't know. I don't know anything about PTSD really, but I can imagine. Poor guy. Oh, and no? Okay, no, I finished that. Okay. Let's talk to you. Do you have any more happy news? In the murder case.
I wonder if I could ask you some questions.
That is it, detective? No small talk? No inflating of one's ego?
No.
I am afraid not, Countess. With the murderer still loose in the house, my mind is rather preoccupied.
Well then, detective, perhaps I can be of some assistance.
Comment, madame?
I thought you might like to know what I found on the Major's body.
I demanded to know who gave you permission to see the Major body.
That certainly piqued your interest.
How? How do you get... what?
A man has been murdered, and you find it acceptable to fool around and joke.
Oh, you pissed him off. We are no mad at you. And I used to like you.
Oh, please, detective. Do you really think so little of me? Archibald asked for my assistance. He knows of my medical training from my days as a nurse, and I thought I would be able to help. Even if it has been some years.
Oh.
It was not his place to grant you access to the body.
I shall remember to keep my assistance to myself next time.
I need to talk to Archibald. What did you discover on the body?
A single stab wound, which you no doubt already knew. The knife was held in their right hand. I would say their predominant hand.
I pride myself in order and method. I pride myself in order and method, and this is far from either. A suspect in the murder investigation has examined the very victim that they are suspected of killing. It seems more like a crime novel. Fourth wall break! Fourth wall break! This is probably based on a crime novel. I love that.
Judging by the depth of the wound, I would say there was no great force put into the strike. More a sign of defense than attack.
Ah. So the mage fought back.
If I had to say what weapon was used, a small sharp knife or dagger.
This may confirm my suspicions of mage's knife being used to kill him.
I understand it may be difficult for one to keep such information to yourself, but I ask you to try. Your involvement has already tainted my investigation.
You are welcome, detective.
When my superior officer hears that young goes on this house, I will surely be seeing the green fields of the countryside once more. Shall I be seeing the green field of the countryside once more? I must do all I can to redeem the reputation I have worked to build, starting with finding the killer.
S'il vous plaît, Comtesse. Keep this information to yourself.
I also find it odd that he's so tall compared to the Hercule Poirot, or whatever he's called, in the TV show, but he's much older than this because this is his first case. Okay, I need to F. Okay, back to my grace. Oh. Okay, nothing here. Interesting. Okay, we have more clues. Ah, this is the murder. Yes. This is more. Okay, I need to. This is shell shock. The story didn't tell of his return and it was painful to hear. I hope he continues to... That's what they call it, but shell shock. That's what they call it before. They call it shell shock because that's what PTSD originates from. It originates from the war. But I think it was the war. I think maybe it was the World War One. Yes, I think they refer in the war. I think they refer when they say war. I think they refer to World War One. In this case, and after World War One, there were many soldiers that have gotten shell shock. Are there any people here that I haven't talked to yet? It was actually fun seeing them pissed. Even though I shouldn't be happy when people are mad, but that was like, hey! Maybe I should ask the Archibald about the safe.
Whatever you need, Detective.
Okay, I can't...
Our assistance has been most valuable as always.
Okay. I haven't triggered that part yet. Okay. But I want to see if... Okay, there's nothing here. I should go to the garden. Aha, there we go, the garden. Finding the evidence of the figure from last night will on one hand confirm I'm not seeing things as Monsieur Stealing suggests, but on the other hand, pose even more questions than most be answered. Ooh, expensive lighter. Someone was smoking here last night.
Aha.
A well-made lighter with the insignia of a military regime. The mage must have dropped it. Oh, it says that. Ooh, found a footprint. There's a small trail of footprint in the snow. The mage has seen walking around here yesterday. Okay, so this is him. This is the victim. Going, okay. See if there's anything more. Garden tools. In the snow? Garden tools have been left out, perhaps before the snow fell. Yes, but why are they left on the ground? Why are they not in the shed? You do not have the best of shoes, monsieur. You're gonna freeze your foot off. Oh, milk bottle. They must have been left out for collection. I cannot see any making it through the snow, though. No, the roads are closed because of the snow. So the milkman cannot be. The milkman has not come here to collect the milk bottles because they can't. He can't get his milk car out. His milk truck is snowed in, and the roads are snowed in. What is that? Fallen bird feed. It almost disappeared in the snow. I doubt we will see too many birds in these conditions. No, they usually hide. Either they go to warmer places or they hide because of the storm. Birds is also a sign of good weather. Is there anything here? Okay, exit. Okay, there we go. Exit is impossible. The house complete. Inspect all items hidden in the car. Oh, that's good. I think I got an achievement. The house is completely snowed in. It does not look like we shall be going anywhere anytime soon. The snow is still falling. I'm hardly dressed for the occasion. Plus, Madame Wundbun has finished her breakfast and is ready to answer my questions. Okay, we don't know who was outside there. Let's go and see the Madame of the house. How was your breakfast? Did you have scrambled eggs? While I must speak to Madame Wonderbush, I should also take the opportunity to talk to Mademoiselle Rihanna in the kitchen. Oh. Okay, we just added an we just added an objective. Let's see. There she is. Hello.
Bonjour, madame. May I offer my condolences for your loss?
Thank you, Detective, but they are not necessary. What can I do for you?
Still cold and direct as always.
I was hoping you would be prepared to answer some questions.
If I must.
Why would someone want to kill the Major?
I'm sure you're aware he was not the easiest man to get along with. His hot temper made him a number of foes.
A hot temper is reason enough to kill a man.
That really, it depends.
His mouth often acted before his brain. Perhaps someone had grown tired of dealing with it.
Perhaps? You suggested why someone might kill him, but who do you believe would do it?
Seeing as I heard Mr. Becker's in what I would describe as an unnecessarily loud exchange of words yesterday, he would be my first suspect.
You heard them yourself.
Oh, what did they say?
How could I not? The volume they were shouting at, I could hear them from the study in my room.
Oh, please, ma'am. Tell me what did they say?
You did not think it fitting to tell me this yesterday?
She was in shock?
I didn't think Felix was going to wind up dead and a murderer loose in my house. My apologies, Detective.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Although I must learn more of this argument, it is not Madame that I expected the answer to come from. Rather, Monsieur Becker's. He has a great deal of explanation to do. A letter was found in the Major's study.
I assume you are talking about the supposed blackmail letter.
Oui, madame. You know of it?
Angeline probably told.
It arrived shortly after the first.
Oh.
Rather coincidental, if you ask me.
I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say, madame.
Confused.
He no doubt had secrets hidden away. But do you honestly think Felix had anything of value to his name worth threatening him for?
Oh. So he was just show, but no tell. Or whatever the thing is. He was pretending to be rich? People and their facades. High status people and all the facades. I'm not really surprised. But continue.
Perhaps you should enlighten me.
Yes, please.
Well, he was here, living in my house, eating my food, prepared by my staff. Does that answer your question, Detective?
He was living free. On her. How do you think the Major came to have the letter?
I wouldn't put it past him to have written it himself, in the hopes of getting some sympathy from me.
She be- You and your daughters are two different characters. Totally.
And the other letters?
He probably wrote those too. If Angeline paid the first, that would have given him the money to pay the second letter. He is the White Knight, saves the day, and expects to live here happily ever after.
Oh. Interesting. You have made my little Grace go. You have made my little grey cogs turn, Madame. Go. I did not expect Madame Woodbush to be so blunt with her thoughts toward the Major. I was under the impression that there was more to their friendship, not less. It is quite the nefarious plan that Madame has laid out for the Major. I'm not sure I can believe he would go to such levels of deceit. I'm sure Mademoiselle Angeline will have an opinion in the matter. I'd ask you about Monsieur de Silva.
What is it you wish to know?
You two have been friends for some time now. And while I do not mean to pry, has your relationship only...
If you are trying to insinuate that Mr. De Silva and I are running around like schoolchildren, you could not be further from the truth. He was friends with my husband, for goodness sake.
I knew that she was not interested in him. I knew it.
Oui, I understand they worked together. Investments, if I am correct.
Mr. De Silva was the voice of reason that my husband should have listened to more often, instead of throwing our money at businesses that were already on the verge of bankruptcy.
Oh. I know how that felt.
Merci, madame. I shall not bother you any further.
Okay. See. There we go. Major had attempt. The Major has confirmed that there has a top tempter may have been led to his death. Cassandra believes this is blackmailer. Surely most would agree. But he did not have much to his name. Maybe this is something?
What a revelation!
Yeah, it actually was. She does not believe, she do believe. Angeline and Cassandra have different impression of the Major. There must be a reason for this. I have to talk to you again, but I will go to the kitchen. I'm hungry. I like to order a hamburger. With some fries. And ketchup. Pot and pans. The cook has obviously used them quite some time, judging by the condition. Of course, she's a cook, she has to use the tools. Okay, pot and pans, blah blah blah, there's nothing. Okay. Rihanna? Rehana?
Bonjour, madame. You must be the wonderful cook.
Wonderful and modest, sir. I am Rihanna.
Oh. Based on her face, I thought she would snap at me, but okay.
My taste buds thank you for the ravishing meal last night. It has been some time since I ate so well.
Glad to hear it, sir.
S'il te plaît, madame. A detective is fine.
In that case, mademoiselle is fine for me, and I will ignore your presumption of marriage.
Très bon, mademoiselle.
Oh, I thought, yeah, I misread that. I thought he would, yeah, okay, she's not, okay. I have been with the Vanderbush family. You have been with the Bosch, not Bush, but Bosch family for quite some time.
That's right. I've seen staff come and go, but a house always needs a trustworthy cook.
I agree. But if I was to eat what you prepare every day, I fear I may be the size of La Maison.
Not a bad thing, detective. You could do with some meat on your bones.
Well, with the snow still not clearing, we may be stuck here for the weekend. Perhaps I should look to adjust my pantalon buttons.
Yeah. I understand you took some ice to the major yesterday.
I did. Monsieur Archie told me what had happened. Bruises can swell fast, so I took him some ice to bring it down.
Strange. Monsieur Sterling told me that it was the major that required the ice.
How was the major when you saw him?
Grumpy, as always.
I suppose one would not take kindly to being punched as he was.
No.
Punched or not, he was as ungrateful as ever.
I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
I have gathered all I need from Wonderbush and Mademoiselle Rana. I should return to the Great Hall. Oh, do I have... No, I do not. But I should go and talk to... Angeline. I should talk to Angeline. We are doing progress. Hello. Where is she? There she is. I also should check on... I want to check on
Is there
Zakaria.
something I can help you with, detective?
Your Mama did not describe your friendship with Major in such a positive light.
You have got the wrong end of the stick, detective. Maman has snapped at him recently, but it was nothing more than that.
Oh?
It was something to do with the letter. I heard them in the library before Maman shouted and he stormed out of the room past me.
Could it have been the blackmail letter that instigated their argument?
Why would Maman be upset with him over the letter?
Because he believes that... She believes that he wrote it.
Madame is of a very different opinion from yourself regarding his connection with the letters. She believes him to be the author.
That is what she told you? She has always been one to make a quick, if not rash decision, but she cannot truly believe that.
Was the Major aware you had paid the first blackmail letter?
I don't recall telling him directly. I did not want Maman to find out it had been paid. If he knew, surely she would.
Madame believes he may have been behind all the letters, and taking your payment of the first, then used it to pay the second and be the hero in you and your mother's eyes.
I never knew Maman had such an imagination. Where would she get a story like that from?
Observation?
That is a question I was hoping you may be able to answer.
You have met him. Do you really think he's capable of such a devious plan?
Probably.
It is a plan only the most crooked and underhanded could create. Is that the Major? I am not so sure.
The more I think on Madame's story, the more ridiculous and obscure it sounds, but that doesn't mean it can't be ruled out.
I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
Okay, what should I do now? More grey things? Yes, more connections. The question reason for the blackmail. The opposing opinions of the major involved in the blackmail is interesting. Do Cassandra know something she does? No, she does. Cassandra wasn't happy with the major. The relationship is taken when was the cause of this?
Is there something I am not seeing?
Oh yeah. The relationship has taken a turn. I wonder what it's caused. With nobody in the house able to pay the ransom, Gideon did this. Okay. Gideon paid the drive. Cassandra wasn't happy with the major.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
I'm not sure how they are connected. I wonder if the blackmail had a greater effect on the relation than expected. Ah, bingo. Talk to Angeline again. We're not finished yet.
Is there something I can help you with, Detective?
Yes. Was the arrival of the blackmail letter what caused the tension in Madame and Major's relationship?
I'm afraid it had been that way for some time. Maman is not forthcoming with her emotions, as I'm sure you are aware. But I could tell she had not been happy with their arrangement for the last few months.
What gave you that impression?
There was not one particular thing that she expressed. It was just the way she spoke to him and of him when he wasn't present.
She says one thing in front of him and says another thing when he's not around.
I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
I believe I have gathered everything that is required. Mr. Sterling should be able to assist me in gaining access to Major's study. Do we have anything to connect? No. Then I have to talk to the butler. Archie, help me inside. Chop chop. Come on, there we go.
Whatever you need, Detective.
I wish to inspect the Major's study again.
Certainly, Detective.
Maybe I find something. This room is still a crime scene, and I should have remained untouched. But it looks as tough as it was been. But it looks as though it has been ransacked. Ooh! I requested Mr. Stern to have the body wrapped and moved, which has been done, thankfully. What else is gone in here? Photograph? I must admit, side by side, there is a striking resemblance between Mère de Fille. Perhaps such flattery is so much way to win over Madame Bosch. Okay. This is a picture of probably with her father. How strange. The Viscount was present in the picture but has been folded out. I think it would have been ripped out. But okay, I did not think there were any hostility between the Major and the late Viscount. He was probably jealous of him. It smells of jealousy in this house. It stinks. Oh, I can connect something. Oh, there's the picture. A framed photograph with the one then Bosch family would just get turned out from the Major's safe. A handsome photograph of the Van Den Bosch ladies. You can see a resemblance between Angeline and her mother. Why would the Major keep this hidden? It seems a rather must even turn out, it seems rather menacing that the Winston has been ripped out. Sus manner. They're connected.
I cannot
No.
see the logic in this. Perhaps a second look at the...
The sum of the relationship issues. Drastic. Would do drastic salvage it? Yes. Those two are connected. I'm certain of it. That those two are connected. Because I think he's more fond of her than she... I think there's a thing.
Order and method. That...
Okay. Okay, maybe not. Oh, let's see. Thinking. Cassandra, Angelina and Cassandra. Handsome bit further. Why would the Major keep this hidden? The opposite opinion blackmail. The position opinion of the Major involvement blackmail in the injury. Does Cassandra know something she does not? Maybe the Major is her father. Maybe. There is a...
This
no.
will not get me any closer to my goal.
Okay. Okay, there is that one and... Oh! I cannot find... One can be surprised with Angelina from Bond. There's been a figure in a... Oh. Yes. He kept the picture not for Cassandra, he kept it for Angeline, maybe.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Maybe he wanted to be her father or something. A hidden photo of them along with Angeline's attached to him proves they care deeply of them. Okay, they have a relationship but he cares for them.
Another success. I
Bingo.
never doubted myself.
I believe the Major would do anything to remain in the comfortable life he's accustomed to, but would he stoop so low to fake a blackmail letter? That's what we have to figure out. Sealed letter. How strange, I could not access this yesterday, but now that it's been left open... Oh yeah, it was closed yesterday. Scratches are obviously around the lock. Someone in this house was eager to see the safe contents. A half-sealed letter addressed to Madame Wandenbosch from the Major. I'm not one to read others' private mail, but under the circumstances... He's dead. Read it. My dearest Cassandra, it feels as though it has been an age since I've been able to set my eyes on you. A day I have waited for it so impatiently. I keep the photograph of us together at the lake close to my heart. I always... God, always. I cannot wait to see how young Angeline has grown. Her beauty will surely soon reach that of her mother's. I hope the gifts from the Orient reach you fine. They are really something to behold. Okay, so he wasn't... Okay, so he was out in the Orient? At the time? Writing this? The work that's kept me away for so long drawing to close, and I will be returning to the continent with the month. At your request, I have found accommodation in the city. Okay, he's out of town. He's not there. It pains me to think of being so close and yet unable to be with you every moment. Oh, it is a love letter. But if it eases you worry, I shall not continue to question it. I will arrange the visit to the house. An old friend return will surely raise minimal suspicion. I understand that the Winscott also currently out of the country. I hope you have not felt the strain of loneliness take over. It will not be long until we are reunited. Until the end of mine, my heart is yours. Major Phil. He liked... This confirms that she's married. Stay out of it. It seems to be the great deal of... It seems there is a great deal of Madame Wandenbosch and the Major relationship that he has withheld. It is clear from this letter that their affection for one another has been more than that of friendship for some time. Okay, it's not his fault. He is not her father. Most likely not her father. Probably, it's... He probably fell for... Yeah. I don't know when Angeline was born into this, but I don't think she is the daughter. It's not that type of story. It's just that he fell in love with his friend's wife? It's clear from this letter that the affection for one another has been more than that of friendship for some time. The mention of young Angeline suggested they may go back as far as 20 years. Oh, there's a letter on the floor. Someone has obviously looked for something in particular in the Major's documents. These accounts have been thoroughly riffled through. The Major has recently taken out a large loan, and the interest rate is astronomical. Thank you. Okay, another connection. Sealed letter addressed to Madame Wundenbosch. Unsent. The Major must have spent some time putting his feeling and plans down into paper, but why not send? He never sent it. Yeah, I was wondering why he had it in his safe. The Major's not. There's no other way that this could be understood. The Major had strong feelings. This is the reason. That's why he kept it. He had the picture of them because he was in love with.
I must act on thought and fact.
But that's okay. That yes, but unsent. Large sum. The loans is a interesting rate in this loan is astronomical. Why was the such in financial state that he would be offered such high rate and accept it? Borrows a lot, he will blackmail.
Magnifique.
Asking me what... Yes. He took a loan for 6,000 francs. And he asked... And the blackmailer, not he, but the blackmailer asked for 5,000 francs, which is not for what he probably didn't have enough money to pay it back. That's it. He took a big loan and then he needs money. The Major paid the letter that was addressed to him. He must have been worried enough that something would be released to the public, but what? Here's a paid back to the public, what? And this is fake blackmail? Yes, he probably yes, he's the blackmailer, but what did he blackmail? Why did he... There's something. I think this is the thing that's going on. The blackmail, the secret of the family, is not Cassandra and Angeline's secret. It's the Major's secret. And it's connected to Angeline. Maybe the kid is... Maybe I wasn't wrong. Maybe Angeline is his biological daughter.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
I wonder. The evidence showed that the Major was not the author of the... Okay, he was not the author, okay. The blackmailer knows. Oh, yeah, he received this after. Okay, he took that loan after they got the second letter. So it's his secret. The Major was a victim just like Madame Angeline. However, it is that it's penning these letters knows a great deal about many people. I wonder how many more have received similar letters. I assumed probably everyone that maybe everyone that has received a letter is not the killer. I completed it. Mason is not the blackmailer, he's been blackmailed. The occurrent connection between the Major and the ransom has been resolved. The Major was being blackmailed. The letter was not written by his hand. What remains unresolved is why the Major is being blackmailed. 2 cases of execution under one roof. The question of relationship must be asked. The Major's secret is anything but obvious from his letter. I now have a blackmailer and a murder and a weapon to find. If the correct position is followed, they shall all be found swiftly. I should take my leave. This room is already revealed enough new insights into Madame's and the Major's life.
Detective Poirot, I have been asked to inform you that Lady Vandenbosch has returned to her room, and she wishes not to be disturbed.
Okay.
Merci. Madame certainly has mastered the art of subtlety.
They may not be the exact words she used, but I'm sure you can imagine. Excuse me, I have some further duties to attend to in the pantry.
Okay, so I can't talk to her. Okay. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to search the top floor. No, there's no disturbance. There is one room that should particularly interest. I should inspect the storage room while I have this rare opportunity. Storage room? Where is the storage room? Collection of books? I could spend every waking moment reading about the adventure of the character within these books. Oh, there's another adventure books. Telescope? What can I see? Gazing at the stars is truly one of life's simple pleasures. There we have the storage room. Let's see. Will I find a new corpse in here? Hello. Second floor. No, go back. Okay, children's toys. There may be Angeline's old toys. A collection of children's toys. Such a shame to see them stored away and not being enjoyed. Consider they have been in the storage room. They are all perfect condition. I immediately assumed they belong to me. I made that assumption would be they belong to Mademoiselle Angeline. Yeah. She took care of her clothes. Grandfather clock. Time and skill it takes to build such a wonderful piece of is an art form. I want a grandfather clock. A lone storybook rushed here. It is obviously been read a great number of times, judging by the condition of the spine and pages. I am perhaps not the target demographic, but I understood it be quite popular amongst the younger audience. To the real lady of the house, happy birthday. Watching you grow into a proper young lady has been more than words can describe. All my love, Felix. I would not have expected to find such a heartfelt message written by Monsieur Hagen. And to Mademoiselle Angeline. Is this the usual inscription you will find from a family friend? Haha! My suspicion of him being her biological father is strengthening. Is becoming more and more actual case. That might be the blackmail. Someone knows. That's maybe why Angelina here is. I don't remember if the first blackmail letter was addressed to Angeline or Cassandra. But I guess that's the case and for it. I cannot seem to get a straight answer from anyone regarding the Major. I know he has been friends with Madame Wanden Bosch for some years, but I must find out if it was anything more. That's the one letter. When I must imagine going out. Keep hiding. On scent.
Come, my little grey cells.
Okay. Confesses his love, strong feeling. I guess those two, that he kept them pictures and those two might be connected.
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
Okay, let's see. For a long time. Tracked Angeline. High interest rate. Large sum. Well kept. Antique. Appropriate. It comes of 8-story fitting gift for a young lady and really enjoy. He cared about them.
Is there something I am not seeing?
Yeah, I think. The book was beneath the inside.
Order and method. That is the way to solve the problem.
Oh, it's on the. I'm on the wrong side. Let's see. Loan.
Some would say
I'm
a
not
lucky
sure
guess.
how they're connected.
I would say a moment of genius.
It seems the mayor has been lived rather comfortably in the Wanden Bosch house for many years. Oh! Oh, that's how he got offered. He got offered the loan because he got money from the family. I have to talk to Angeline. Anything funky? No. I'm gonna go down. I need to go down to the... I have to go down the stairs and talk to Angeline. Perhaps it's time to speak with Mademoiselle Angeline again. She should be able to give us the valuable piece of this puzzle. Oh, there she is. Hello. Can you help me again?
Detective Poirot, are you any closer to uncovering the truth of Felix's involvement with the letters?
Maybe.
I am, mademoiselle. I can confirm that he was not the author of the blackmail letters.
So the author is still out there?
Yes.
Oui, but it will not be long before they are apprehended, and the only letters they shall be penning will be from behind iron bars.
Your confidence is rather assuring. Thank you, Detective.
Your comment about the current guest stayed with me last night.
I'm sorry, Detective. I did not intend to leave your mind so full of thoughts.
No apology is required. It actually made me question my whole chain of thinking. What if there had been a collusion between them, and the Major's murder was planned, organized, and orchestrated to make the investigation seem almost impossible?
Oh my, Detective, that is quite a theory.
Every guest has a motive. You confirmed that with the mention of Mademoiselle Conrad and the Major's fight. Supplying one another with a rock-solid alibi would surely throw off any detective.
But not this detective.
But not you.
Correct, mademoiselle. It would take much more to stamp Detective Poirot.
Poirot. I don't know how to pronounce it. While searching the storage room, I found a book that I assume was a gift from the Major to you.
I haven't seen that book in so long. Yes, it was a gift for my 10th birthday. I have read it from cover to cover countless times. He left such a lovely inscription too.
It sounds as though there is a side to the Major I did not get to see. Was it common for him to bring you gifts?
Not common, but if he had been away for some time, he would bring me a small memento from his travels. He hasn't done that in some time, though.
Oh. The toys that were with the book, they were also gifts from the Major?
They were. I'm afraid they may have gathered some dust being in the storage room for so long. I kept them in hope of giving them to my child when the time comes.
It sounds as though he had always cared about you.
His presence at the house was comforting for us both after Father died, even if sometimes he was a little too overprotective.
You spoke last night of the Major support for your maman.
That's right. Ever since I can remember, Felix has been around.
It seems as though she has a number of support networks. The Major, her friendship with the Countess, not forgetting Monsieur da Silva.
Maman has many friends. I know how she may seem to most, but once you break the hard shell...
There is a further shell waiting to be broken.
Oh, very good, detective.
Forgive me, mademoiselle. I only jest.
It's quite all right. You are not the only one that feels a razor tongue. She's grateful you are here, especially now, whether she shows it or not.
That's good to know. I am still yet to see this version of Madame that Mademoiselle Angeline speak of. I'm not sure I will get my hopes up for the budding friendship. Speaking of the Countess, yesterday, she did not have the greatest opinion of the Major.
They have often come to blows when it concerns Maman. They are both trying to protect her, but they themselves cannot seem to get along.
She spoke of his desire to join the, how do you describe it? Social elite.
This isn't the first time she has vocalized that concern. She thinks the Major was just using our family name to make his way to the top.
He could.
And you do not agree?
I will not deny he has shown interest in Maman's social circles, but they have been friends since even before I was born.
Oh!
Surely all those years of friendship was not just to raise his social standing.
Oh! Why does this game... They know her before she was born. That means that... I know... Every time... All the way the game is like confirming my suspicion. Mama saying obviously does not believe what the Countess had to say about the Major. Perhaps its jealousy was driven her scandalous theory. If I may be so bold, did Major contribute to the house?
How do you mean, detective?
I imagine a house of this size is rather costly, keeping it in the immaculate condition it is in.
Maman looks after the financial side of the house, but I think she has had to ask him more than once for a contribution of sorts. It is not for me to get involved.
Okay.
I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
I have everything that's needed to push Madame Wandenbosch on her secret. Oh. Should I push her? Oh, she's not gonna be happy for me. Oh, a bust. Madame One Bust collection of art extend further than just paint. I've seen that before. Fireplace?
Huh.
A roaring fire. I could stand gazing for hours. Drawers. Don't open it! There doesn't seem to be anything interesting there. Perfume bottles. These perfume bottles look rather expensive. It would be wise to be careful with them. Cassandra?
Detective Poirot, what do you think you are doing in here?
Investigating a murderer?
I have something I wish to discuss with you.
Well, I hope it is important enough to justify barging into one's bedroom.
I assure you it is.
Good, because this has gone on far too long. We are snowed in this house while a murderer runs amok.
I can understand your frustrations, but it is not as simple as...
You were once an incompetent officer, and now it seems you are just as incompetent as a detective.
Shush!
I was not being lied to and misled at every turn. Perhaps the murderer would already be in custody.
I hope you are not suggesting I had something to do with Felix's murder.
I am suggesting that if I had the support that everyone claims they are offering, we would be in a very different situation.
If you have something you want to ask, I suggest you ask me now.
Yes. I was not aware that's been so close to your daughter.
We met before Angeline was born, so he was often at the house when she was growing up.
And where was it you two met?
I was attending an event. Felix was also in attendance as a serving officer. A conversation was struck.
So it was not through the Viscount that you two met?
I did not require my husband to start conversations on my behalf.
Oh. And again, this... He is her father.
It was you that instigated it then.
My, detective. That active imagination of yours has taken you on quite some journey.
Oh, it was him, personally. Madame is attempting to deflect from the subject. She's obviously and do not feel comfortable conversation. We're surely friends then. The late Viscount and the Major were surely friends then.
Edwin spent much of his time away on business before Angeline was born. Felix was a welcome distraction from the loneliness of the house.
You were alone in the house.
The staff continued their duties, of course, but trying to get any sort of sophisticated or cultured conversation from them was like drawing blood from a stone.
Oh.
And when Angeline was born?
Edwin remained at home. It was his duty as a father.
And the Major?
He had his own business and life to tend to, but we remained in touch via letter.
Okay, it's not this one.
Around the time of Edwin's passing, Felix had relocated to the area.
Oh. So it's not... Okay, so they're not really... Okay. Never mind. I take it back. They are not... Madame is incredibly coy and brief with the information she offers, but the Viscount's death, considered with the Major's return, certainly a coincidence is too far-fetched. I would like to ask you about the letter I found in the Major's study.
I'm sure he has hundreds of letters in there. Most of them could and should have been thrown away a long time ago. You are going to have to be more specific.
I refer to the letter addressed to you. The one of a romantic nature.
Romantic nature? Please, detective. Felix did not have a romantic bone in his body.
He made his intentions quite clear in the letter. I must admit I myself was surprised.
You really do have quite the active imagination, detective. If that is how you wish to interpret it, so be it. But I can assure you, the Major did not think of me that way, and certainly did not include it in a letter.
Show her the goddamn letter.
I think that is all for now. Merci, madame.
I should go out. Or maybe, let's see, in a small grey. Oh, I have 2 connections. Okay. Major returns after death. Why would he do so? He confesses love to her in a letter, and he returned after the other man has passed away.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
Cassandra claims that, but his letter states otherwise. This letter was never unsent.
I cannot see the logic in this. Perhaps a second look at the...
Oh, confesses his love to her, but she...
This will not get me any close...
Okay. He says he didn't love her, but he kept a picture of them in it.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
It's obvious that the Major cared for Cassandra. That is no surprise to anyone. The Major returned, and into what would he do so?
Things are beginning to become clearer.
With the Viscount gone, the Major stepped up and acted as a father figure to her. Okay, it seems like I have to ask Cassandra again about this.
Is this really necessary?
Yes. If you are corrected, the Major had no romantic feeling towards you. Why would he keep a photograph of you and Madame Doreen hidden?
He may have stayed in my home, but Felix was a grown man, Detective. What he kept, hidden or otherwise, has nothing to do with me.
You're sure?
But it does not surprise you that he had such a photograph?
We have been friends, and he has been there for Angeline for many years, but you find it strange that he keeps a reminder of us? Perhaps that says more about you, Detective.
Hey!
What I do find strange is that if he did hold a flame for you, why he would never express it.
If he did, it was not reciprocated. I have not even considered another since my husband's passing. Not that it is any of your business.
I think that is all for now. Merci, madame.
I get that she didn't... Yeah, new connection. Okay, we have something here. Cassandra says she has not considered another partner since the winter past. Could I miss a sign of a commitment to the Major?
What a revelation!
Yes. As much as he tries to deny it, Cassandra shares the Major feelings in some capacity. Oh yes, that's why. She let him live there without contributing anything to the house, because she actually has some feelings for him. Oh, I'm gonna break her. Talk to Council about the investigation.
Is this real?
Push on why Cassandra has housed the Major for so long.
Who I allow in my house is none of your business. I do not have to explain anything to you.
In a murder case, you do have.
I did not think you were one for charity.
I would not expect you to think much of anything. There is no need to talk on it any further, but I'm sure you will remember that, financially speaking, we have had our issues.
I have all the evidence needed to confront Madame Vandenbosch. It is my approach to the question that I must consider. She will no doubt be defensive when pushed, but that may be the only way that she is not giving up any information she doesn't want to suggest. And yet you allowed the suggestive, forceful, and yet you allowed the Major to reside there, even without contribution.
Need I repeat myself, Detective? There is no need to talk any more on the subject. Men and women can remain friends without any romantic involvement. I'm sure you are aware of that.
Yes. But the evidence tells something else.
Your insistent questioning on such trivial matters are getting on my last nerve. There is a murderer and a blackmailer to be found. That is your job here.
Judging by the Major's word in letter, this is not only one that is entirely... His delegation will mean nothing to you then? So, judging by the Major's letter, this is not only the one, not the only one that he sent declaring his love. This us?
How many times do I have to tell you? There was no romantic feelings between us. I have grown weary of this conversation, Poirot. There is nothing more to say.
Forceful, direct. There's something about your relationship that you are obviously refusing to elevate down. The love letters, the housing. You continue really answer my question and defense nature so that there's a shared love between you. Maybe this one?
I have explained this to you already. You really are trying my patience.
Madame, you continue to withhold the truth.
And you continue to get on my last nerve. I am not obliged.
But when it impedes my investigation...
Believe what you wish. You clearly have no... My personal life has nothing to do with your investigation. I don't know how else it can be said. Keep your nose out of my business.
Ah, shit. Okay, we'll have to try again. Okay.
Who I allow in my house is none of your business. I do not have to explain anything to you.
I did not think you were one for charity.
I would not expect you to think much of anything.
Okay, and
there is no need to talk on it any further, but I'm sure you will remember that, financially speaking, we have had our issues.
I have all the evidence I need to confront Madame blah 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 blah. I have to go suggestive, and then you're allowed to blah blah blah.
Need I repeat myself, detective? There is no need to talk any more on the subject. Men and women can remain friends without any romantic involvement. I'm sure you are aware of that.
Yes.
Your insistent questioning on such trivial matters are getting on my last nerve. There is a murderer and a blackmailer to be found. That is your job here. How many times do I have to tell you? There was no romantic feelings between us. I have grown weary of this conversation, Poirot. There is nothing more to say.
That's a bit too forceful. You consider refusing to answer my question and defend nature so that there are no shared love between you. Oh, I hit the nail.
Madame, you continue to withhold the truth.
And you continue to get on my last nerve. I am not obliged to tell you every detail of my private life.
But when it impedes my investigation...
If only you were this focused on finding the blackmailer and...
Madame.
Very well. I did not lie about how we met. I was attending an event, raising money for... Oh, I cannot recall now. It had been some time since I had returned home, and was rather missing English soil. I was aware of Felix's invitation, or at least that there was to be several British officers attending the party, and that is where our friendship began. He was a warm reminder of home, and I enjoyed conversing with him. We shared walks in the park and read together. As I said, he was a welcome distraction from the days spent alone. I shall go no further with the details, but I will say, I had no intention on being unfaithful to my husband.
Okay,
it was never our plan to go that far. Once I found out I was pregnant, I knew it had to stop.
They were in the beginning of an affair.
The Viscount never questioned Mademoiselle's birth?
In his mind, he had no reason to, and he shouldn't have had to. It was my mistake to bear. If he knew the truth, our lives would have been ruined.
I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! Angeline is the Major's daughter. Oh, that...
I told Felix that he was to stay away, but he had no intention to. He became an uncle figure to Angeline, and they grew closer after Edwin's death. I could not tell her the truth. Too much time had passed. The secret remained only between him and I. Until now.
And what were the Major's thoughts on revealing the truth?
He wanted to tell her everything.
Oh.
He wanted her to know exactly who he was. But I told him no. It would not have been the poignant reconciliation that he expected. She would not understand.
Are you sure about that? Tell me about the letters.
I tried to retrieve them from the safe after everyone had retired last night.
Oh.
But when I opened the safe, they were nowhere to be found. I assumed he must have hidden them somewhere else.
Oh.
When I entered the study this morning, they were as visible as a red notice on a police station wall.
That means that someone has taken them.
I would appreciate if you did not compare them to the face of a wanted felon.
Pardon, madame.
But that does mean someone else in the house has seen them. I don't understand. Why would they return them?
A mystery that is still yet to be solved.
Madame has been beaten to the safe by another. It seems we also have a thief with these walls to add the list of criminals, but a thief that returns the spoils. Can I assume that this secret has been used for ransom?
It must be. But I have told no one.
And the Major?
Felix promised me he wouldn't tell a soul, and I believed him. Not even if he wanted to.
If the Major had let slip even once throughout the years, perhaps an intoxicated state, it is a secret that many would seek an opportunity to gain from.
You did not think anyone knew, and that is why you disregarded the letter.
If you bow to these criminals, they will only try to claw more from you.
True. Very true.
I think that is all for now. Merci, madame.
The uncertain connection between the Major and the ransom has been resolved. The Major has been blackmailed. The letters were not written by his hand. What remains unsolved is why the Major has been blackmailed. 2 cases executed under the roof. The question of the release must be asked. The Major's secret is anything but obvious from his letter. No, I have the blackmail. I don't have blackmail, murder, but swiftly. I should have take my leave. This room is already real enough inside of Madame and Major's life. Okay, what the heck? I had my suspicion that one boss and Major shared a romantic relationship, but I did not expect the revelation of his connections to Mademoiselle Angeline. I'm now one of the very few that holds Madame's secret. I knew it! I knew it! Okay, I need. Oops. I think the game glitched. Okay, let's see. Blackmail. Investigate blackmail matters. The Matrix and the father. There's a twist I could not have predicted. The question is, who else out where? I have a feeling that Angeline will know. Okay, I should leave the room. Oh, hello, Archibald. Archibald?
Detective Poirot, how is your investigation coming?
Maybe he knew.
Monsieur Starling, I must admit, I have learned much more than I was expecting to.
You'll be wrapping the case up soon, then?
One has never finished learning, monsieur, and in this case, I shall need to continue if I am to find the Major's killer.
It might help to vocalize your thinking. I'm all ears.
Which is offers an interesting concept. If I was the state's current position in my investigation, while holding back certain truth, the guilt party may realize I'm hot on their heels and reveal their hand.
Monsieur, would you gather the guests and staff in the salon?
Right away, Detective.
Oh.
Can I ask for what reason?
I shall reveal all once everyone is together.
Oh, I completed the... Haha. Chapter 5 is our access on... Haha. We finished Chapter 5. Now we have Chapter 6. The Search. And Hugo is playing a piano. Oh. Hello?
Detective, what is the meaning of all this?
Madame, I ask that you all lend me your ears for only a few moments. What I have to say is of great significance to everyone. You are all invited here to celebrate the engagement of Mademoiselle Angeline van den Bosch and Monsieur Gédéon Demire, the coming together of two prevalent families. But the celebrations were short-lived, as Major Felix Egan was found dead in his study by a young servant of the house. It then became my responsibility and obligation as a detective to uncover the truth behind his demise. My initial examination of his study exposed a number of things I did not expect to find. Things I have no desire to divulge at this time, but what I can say is this. It was no simple murder. A letter demanding ransom for a continued silence confirmed this. I am sure some, if not all of you, have heard whispers of a series of blackmails that have plagued the social elite in recent weeks. After hearing of the letters in the Major's study, you may ask if it was him behind the letters. You may further ask if he was preparing his next threat to another unsuspecting victim. It is a question that crossed even my mind. That was until I sought the truth. That in fact it was the Major that had fallen victim to our blackmailer Mystérieux. Last night I spoke with you all, confirmed your whereabouts in the house over the course of the evening, and while I would have expected such questioning to reveal a potential suspect, what I learned was that it could not have been one of you.
What do you mean, not one of us? The man was stabbed. He hardly did that to himself. There is still a killer in the house.
Pardon, monsieur, if you would allow me to finish.
Oh.
It could not have been only one of you. Rather a partnership, in cahoots, if you will. Conversations today have revealed facts that I was not expecting to discover. And although they may have muddied and complicated my investigation, what I must do to bring the guilty parties to justice has become clearer. Those of you that spun stories in an attempt to confuse and derail my investigation have made a grave mistake in underestimating my intelligence. Other detectives may fall for such deception, but I can assure you, Detective Poirot is no such fool. My investigation is far from over, and swift justice shall be dealt to those that have committed such appalling acts and have continued to mislead and lie to protect themselves. Now, I must continue mon enquête, and I shall leave you to consider that you may be beside a cold-hearted killer. Bonsoir. Monsieur Sterling, un moment.
Okay.
Quite the speech, Detective.
Okay. Well, that was Chapter 5 and the beginning of Chapter 6. I have to end this video here. If you like what you saw, please give me a like and a comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell to get notified for whenever I post. Anyway, maybe we'll find the murderer in the next chapter. Well, see you in the next one. Bye-bye.